What's good, Panther Nation? It's your boy, Myron McRae, a.k.a. Tornado McRae, across the skies of the internet, here with another episode of Panther Pride TV, your one-stop shop for all your Panther notifications and your Panther obligations. And happy Monday to all y'all. Hope y'all are having a great day. Hope everything went smooth this weekend. Hope you're starting to enjoy the cool weather, if you got some cool weather wherever you're at. And, guys, we're going to get into today's docket. First things first, honestly, the doc is going to talk about Fanfest because Fanfest was a huge success this weekend, man. And I can't tell y'all how cool it was to see everything that came out of it. And truth be told, I'm looking forward to it. I'll try to go next year. That's the main thing I do want to do. I want to try and go to Fanfest next year, see all of y'all, hang out, grab some photos, do the whole bit. Shoot, maybe if y'all get this page or my personal page big enough, Carolina might actually rock with your boy, and we can be there. But we're going to talk about some of the highlights from FanFest. And first thing we do want to address. All right, so again, 45,690 y'all in attendance. I'm going to give y'all a big Zoidberg for that one, man. Hey, that's actually really cool. I'm glad to see all y'all came out. In terms of play on the field, you had Bryce, who connected with Leggett for a touchdown, and Bryce had 0 turnovers on the day. Next, you had Andy Dalton followed that up. He had 2 touchdowns to Jimmy Horn Jr. twice on the day. Leggett did have a collision with Mike Jackson, but luckily he was able to walk it off. It looked bad, but he was able to get off the field, and he did return to the practice. David Moore would have a good night, had multiple catches, and the run game was very effective with Chuba, Rico, as well as Trevor Etienne. And then to follow that up, you had Ryan Fitzgerald as the kicker go 1 for 3 on field goals, and both of his misses were from 48. His one make was from 42, and he went 4 for 4 on PATs. Matthew Wright did not actually participate. I actually do not know the reason why, but he just didn't participate. Sam Martin, big shout out to Sam on the fake punt and pass to Lathan Ransom for a huge play. Luckily enough, Jimmy Horn was able to save that play from being a touchdown, so shout outs to him. Nick Scott, Damani Richardson, and Lathan Ransom also rotated at free safety all night long with the first group. Undrafted free agent tight end James Mitchell shined during the reps that he had, including a huge catch on a 3rd and 21. And then for your DMPs, people who didn't play in the practice, you had Derek Brown, Hunter Renfrow, Nick Scorton, and DJ Johnson did not participate. They were not suited up. And lastly, we are set to take on the Browns Friday night in preseason game 1, which I will be watching. And truth be told, if I'm being honest with y'all, I might do a watch party for that. How y'all feel about that? Would y'all like that idea? Like, we do a watch party, we do a live or something like that. Maybe on my personal channel, my Discord, something. Do what we got to do. But overall, here are my real thoughts. Well, not my real thoughts, but here are my further in-depth thoughts. One, I love that the fans had a blast. I love that Bryce. I'm glad y'all were able to have fun again. Bryce having 0 turnovers, that's what I'm rocking with. I enjoy that. I think that is a great thing. And I loved the fact that Leggett was the one that had the sole touchdown, because we've been talking in length about this man making sure he steps up, especially with the addition of TMac, with Thielen coming back, with the rise of Coker, with the addition of Jimmy Horn Jr., with David Moore still being there as a consistent piece. Leggett was the one guy where everybody's like, oh, he was a bust. We need him to step up. And to see him take that slant for a touchdown, it was phenomenal. I loved it, and I'm thankful for it, and I'm actually happy about that. Fitzgerald, I'm going to say this about Fitzgerald. I don't think he's helping himself in the kicking battle. Things could change over the course of the preseason games. Things could really change, and Matthew Wright just might start stinking up the bed left and right. However, right now, Fitzgerald last week had a day where he went 2 of 5. Here in FanFest, he went 1 of 3 and then 4 of 4 on PATs. So PATs he's good, but kicking actual field goals, Not boding too well. Not boding too well. The DMPs do give me slight concern. Slight. Derek Brown, I understand his DMP. Renfro, he did just hurt his hamstring, so I understand his DMP. Scorton, I did not anticipate, and DJ Johnson kind of shocked me, but I may have just missed that news because I'm not perfect. I'll miss some news and everything, but those were a few of my things. Friday night, I do think will be a benchmark, a good first litmus test for where Carolina's sitting. I think it'll be a great litmus test to say, hey, here's where we're at. We're playing different competition than ourselves. Let's actually start to see where we're at. And also, I do love this. Coach Canales announced, and I want to say he announced it on Friday afternoon after practice and after my video had already went up. He did announce that all starters will be playing in the first 2 preseason games, man. He announced that the starters will be playing in the first 2 preseason games, which is a massive step forward as compared to when we saw Bryce only playing the last preseason game last year and then being thrown to the fire. And it's like, And I could be thinking that was actually the 2023 season that happened. I think that might have been that. I might be getting those two confused. I do know he only played 1 preseason game right before the season started. It's like, go ahead and let him play so we can go ahead and get the chemistry and the kinks knocked out, man. That's my whole thought process. But at the end of the day, Fanfest, big success. Love to see it. Next, I want to talk about TMac because apparently he just revealed the truth about his first camp. And so, this being his rookie year, he definitely would be asked the questions about how camp is going. And here's what he's had to say. He said, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'll be the first to tell you, the first couple days, I struggled a little bit. The rest let the players play at the end of the day, so I've got to earn my stripes to get some calls around here. That's only going to make me better and play through contact. My job is to catch the ball, so if it touches my hands, it's my obligation to catch it and come down with it. Y'all might not believe me, but I only catch one-handed if I need to. But that's only going to expand the horizon, give the quarterback an easy target to throw to, just having a bigger catch radius, being quarterback friendly. Hey, T-Mac just said all the right things you want out of your number one receiver. Not even your number one receiver, a receiver. I want any of my receivers to have that mentality. And I appreciate his honesty. I appreciate the fact that T-Mac, going into his first camp, said, bro, I'm struggling. I'm not just as naturally gifted and better than my opponents. This is the NFL. This is a different level. And I'm struggling. And I respect that. I respect that hustle. I respect that honesty. And I like the fact that he said it. I like the fact that he's owning it. And I like the fact that he's not shying away from it. He's like, yo, you got to play through contact. It's got to make me better. Because now, when he plays other teams and he's not getting those calls, it's nothing new to him. It's nothing new to him. So big shout out to T-Mac for that one. Definitely love that. And then thirdly, want to talk about the most recent move on defense that Carolina made, the most recent roster move. And so as many of you saw, many of you heard, Carolina this past weekend, I want to say it was on Friday, if not Saturday, they released I always mess his name up. Tuasivi Nomura, and signed former Cardinals linebacker Chris Barnes. Now, for those of you who may not be following Chris Barnes' stats like that, know what he's doing, I got you. So, Barnes has been in the league for about 3 years. Well, not even 3, 5 years. 5 to 6 years. And the last 2 seasons he's been with Arizona. Prior to that, he was always in Green Bay. But last 2 years in Arizona, here's the numbers he put up. 33 games played, 90 total tackles, 54 solo tackles, 2 sacks, and 6 tackles for loss. You know what that tells me? This was genuinely just a depth signing. And I don't even think it's a true, we're signing you to keep you. We're signing you to fill a roster spot. But then again, why would you get rid of Nomura to bring him in if that was the case? So, yeah, it actually might just be an official just depth chart spot, and they need the help additionally at linebacker, hence why they did it. And, I mean, I understand it. That's probably not the linebacker help a lot of us think they should be doing. I know a lot of people are sitting there still saying that, hey, Carolina should be signing a DB, most specifically a safety or a corner, because I keep hearing that. I'm not saying it, but that's what I keep hearing. However, signing another linebacker, I don't think that's the end of the world per se. But I do think this was a depth chart level signing just to add more players at a specific spot for Rivero's defense. And then, as always, I got to give y'all a photo of the day, a Panthers freeze frame of the day. And the freeze frame of the day comes from Sam Martin's fake pass. Boy, look at look. He look like he do this. You want to know what's crazy? Sam Martin is actually 2 for 2 in his NFL career on passes in game. He's 2 for 2. One of them went for a first down. So he actually has a 100% passer rating in the NFL. So, hey, Sam Martin, look at you, man. You're the Panthers freeze frame of the day, and you look good doing it. And lastly, guys, it's time for our favorite segment. It's time for the segment we love. It's time for the segment we enjoy. Time for the segment of segments. Time for Panther Nation to speak their truth. All righty, man. And first thing we're going to go into comes from Benaya's podcast. Benaya's podcast. I want to say it's Benaya's podcast because, like Jeremiah, Benaya's podcast. He says, "I love your Panther content, my brother. I believe we will be in the playoffs this season. I can't wait to have the ability to attend the Panthers game against the Cowboys. We will win. P.S. If my name is hard to say, just call me Ben." Ben, I greatly appreciate it. It's Benaya, right? Yeah. I greatly appreciate the love and everything, man. I do think we are going to win against the Cowboys. I will never bet against the Cowboys because I hate the Cowboys. And truth be told, I can see us making the playoffs. I'm definitely not putting that out of the realm of possibility. Next comes from Gavin Van Note. My dog says, "Get the Panthers logo tattooed on you." Gavin, you want me to get the Panthers logo tattooed on me so I can be a skinny brother with 3 tats? Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna be my 3rd tattoo. I'm planning on getting a 3rd tattoo, but I don't know if that one is gonna be it. I do not know if that's going to be it, man. And then last one comes from Timothy Sakalaris -J8B4D. My man says, North Carolina Panthers, Charlotte, North Carolina, they're going to make it to the playoffs. I'll try to get into Raccoon the season. Oh, I think he meant record the season in the preseason, Mac, and seeing preseason wrecking seasons. Must be from a different language, but it's okay. Probably Google Translated, but that's okay. Because at the end of the day, man, hey, I love it. I think they have a shot to make the playoffs. Definitely want to be recording it, and it's going to be a fun thing to watch and things like that. But, guys, that's all I have for today's video. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell at the bottom so you can always be notified of when these videos are coming out. Next, guys, I actually am going to also be putting up something on my personal channel. So if you want a more in-depth Panthers personal channel video, I don't know why English kind of dumb, but if you want a more in-depth video that is going up today as well, it will be on my personal channel, Tornado McRae. You can go find that. And lastly, comment below and let me know, what were your thoughts of FanFest? Did you attend? Did you not? And if so, did you have a blast? 2, do you like the openness and the candidness about T-Mac having these struggles, and do you think that's going to make him better? And 3, how did you feel about this linebacker move, getting rid of Nomura for Chris Barnes? Let me know in the comment section below, because at the end of the day, what do I know? I'm just a skinny brother with 2 tats. Peace, beloved, all of you Panthers Nation. Take care, later days, and as always, keep pounding. I'll see you next time.